So because of what is happening in Nigeria means Nigeria cannot feed itself. So it's not just Christian. People are leaving their houses, leaving their farms. There is not enough food in Nigeria because of this kind of act, header farmer clash.
There is nothing like a header farmers clash. Those are
No, that's Nigerian
Caption.
there is nothing like that.
There is nothing like headers from us.
Yeah, we know. So we should not take that narrative because we know.
Yeah, we shouldn't promote it at all.
I'm trying to let people understand that this thing that is happening, this started it.
Right from our childhood, there have been headers all over our villages.
All over. Yes. And they are still there till now.
Still, when I was born, I met them.
Yeah.
There have never been any clash.
Yes.
Even till today, there have never been any clash. It was when the terrorists joined them. That was when problems started. And which was a plan. And
it started during past administration.
Yes. They just want to, first of all, there's two agendas. One is clear that the Fulanis want to, relocate most of the Fulanis in Nigeria. And
relocate to Nigeria.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've made it open. They did not hide it. There was they interviewed one of the governors. He said every Fulani is welcome in Nigeria. He said it. It was not even shameful.
But still, they cannot fund this kind of war against the Nigerian state. This terrorist fight in Nigeria, Boko Haram, ISWA, still Fulanis cannot fund it. There is a higher power funding that.
Yeah, they are funding that through Fulani.
Yeah. So now, you see, for me, that is where I become concerned that how are they actually able to succeed? Do you understand? Why are they using a particular people? What is the I know they have reason. Why must it be these persons? Why is it that it's only these people they are using to destabilize Nigeria or within the ECOWAS in the Sahel region? Why must it be these people? So what is it that is in them? What is it that they have seen? What is that bait that they are using to capture them? Because they are not using any other person,
religion,
any other
tribe,
yes,
any other tribe.
Yeah, they are not using any other tribe. So why must it be them? And if it's them, what is that they are seeing? Do you understand? Because if it's about control money, we're in the 21st century. Okay, look at how Brigade is trying to control with his money. You don't need arm to control these days. Do you understand? You don't need arm.
It shows that they can use anybody that they want. It does not matter your religion or your ethnicity.
There is not everybody they can use. It's not everybody they can use.
They can use anybody they want.
It depends. It's not everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not everybody. It's not everybody. If they can use everybody, they have taken all our territory completely. We are still.
What do you mean by it's not everybody they can use?
It's not everybody they can use. Can they use you? Okay, let me start with you. Can the CIA approach you or any foreign? Okay, look, I want you to destabilize Nigeria. We are giving you $20 million. This is what we want to go like this. Will you do it?
It depends on who, if the person is money hungry or if they have.
No, I said you. He's directing the question to you, Victor.
I said they can use everybody. Yeah, you can do.
$20 million at stake.
Yeah, so that is so they cannot use everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only the ignorant. I mean, there's no amount of money you can give me. First of all, I have got an understanding in life.
It's not that they know who they approach. Yeah. And they can approach anybody from any ethnicity or any religion.
This is what I'm saying now. This is what should be our concern. How do we save this? What do we do to make sure that these people are not vulnerable again? You understand? This should be our concern. That somebody can be approached and is ready to act immediately. Somebody can come and give you AK-47, say, oh yeah, go and finish a whole.
First thing we should regain our sovereignty. That is the first thing we should do.
So
it's not easy task.
Yeah, it's easy. It's not too much of it's easy.
It's not easy because Nigerians are not going to vote somebody in based on that person's capability and the qualifications. They are going to vote based on ethnicity, based on sentiment. So it's not also easy.
No, now we're talking if somebody should put the country first before individual interest, that solves the problem, even without money.
Can they do it in Nigeria?
Yeah, this is the education we need to start.
We are doing.
Yes. Put your country first before your individual interests. Okay, let's say our president, for example, Tinubu, that FBI said he's a special asset. If he have the country first, if he's putting the country first, he will not take the role of a president. He know that, if I take this role, it will be I will not be able to be in control. So many things I cannot do. I will not have power to do. Then he will back out. They cannot force him to be a president.
They will force him. That is his assignment.
No.
No.
That is you don't understand this. That's where he is coming from. His base is that you need to put the country first.
Yeah.
What comes to your mind is my people.
I understand.
The country, my people. If you are able as a person to put your country first, there is nothing anybody will tell you.
Yeah.
Even with your skeleton in your cupboard. Tinubu knows very well that he cannot enter even Air Force. What's Air Force One? That's a presidential flight. Yeah? He cannot enter the presidential flight and fly to US. He knows that he cannot. That is presidential flight. At that, it's not even just economic class or business class. Presidential flight cannot fly to US right now, as you and I.
Nigerians presidential flight
cannot fly to US.
But our vice president can go.
Oh yeah, now let him try now.
Yes, he was there. He was in the US.
Our vice president
was there.
So he knows the skeleton in his cupboard, right? And he knows that he will not be capable to govern the people. If he puts the people first, if he puts the country first, he knows that he will not be able to govern the people with the connection of every other countries, especially the US. He shouldn't be there. But he's not putting the country first. He's putting his pocket first. His personal money.
Foreign influence sponsored this past election.
See, there is no how.
Foreign influence sponsored it.
There is no
cash. If also with cash.
There is no. That is the foreign influence is the major problem we have in Nigeria. So that is why he is saying.
I believe that was his next mission.
Who, Tinubu?
Yes.
To do what?
That was his first mission, and the Nigerian people bought it because of sentiment. We need to put our person there. We need to put our person there. So there is distant. They are purposely now divide and conquer. They have already divided us that for somebody to lead Nigeria, it has to come from my side. For somebody to lead Nigeria, it has to come from my side. And Nigerians are leaving Nigeria to go to a country that the leader there is not from Nigeria. I don't even understand. But for a capable hand to come and lead Nigeria, that person needs to come from my side. So you are telling Nigerians that you need to purge this from your system, which you know that is very, very difficult.
No, there is nothing that is too difficult that is not achievable or is conquerable. You understand? Our campaign should be, how do we become a sovereignty?
Yeah.
How do we solve this problem that others will not dictate to us? Do you understand? What is the solution? What do we do first? What should we start to speak to our people that even when they hear a contrary voice, they will not buy it? You understand? Yeah, for me, that is my concern. Anybody can play his game. It's like it's a business. Why you have competitors? Every day you are thinking, devising, how will I beat my competitors? How will I be at the top? Do you understand?
Yes.
That is the game that is going. So it's left for you to also stand and decide that nobody will conquer me. You understand? And I will not allow. Yes. So this is what we should be doing. You understand? And I think for me, that's when I came up that, first of all, put the country first. When you put the country first before you, it will be difficult for somebody to buy you because you are putting the country first. You understand? Yeah, they may tell you, we'll make you a king. You'll be in control. To what end? At the end of the day, there's okay, if we succeed in doing that, this is what you will do for us. Then you find out that what they are trying to do for you is not about you, it's about themselves. You understand? So, but if you put your country first, you should be able to say, no, this one, it will not be good for the country. Though you make me a king, you make me a billionaire, but what of the rest of the country? what of my sovereignty? You understand? That will enable you not to buy, such narrative. It's as simple as that. At least that is number one.
So number one step, if you need your sovereignty, somebody was saying that the person that he could remember, this person is also in his around early 30s, that the only leader he could remember that wanted to exercise his power as a Nigerian leader, and being a Nigerian leader, he has his sovereignty. He wanted to exercise his sovereignty was Jonathan. And he realized very fast the people he's up against. And that is not maybe Buhari or any other place. There are this, I've forgotten, this thing that said somebody from US wrote about Nigerian resources. I cannot remember exactly.
Okay. But anyway, for me, people love Jonathan so much. But for me, Jonathan was not all that a good president.
No, he was not all that good.
I don't rate him.
No.
I never rated Jonathan.
No, I understand.
Regardless of the fact that he's an evil man and I'm an evil man.
I'm not talking about
Never rated
I'm not talking about
from Niger Delta. But I can tell you that Jonathan, among all the presidents in Nigeria, I think he will be the one that regret most. That will regret.
Nigerians regret most.
Yeah, that he himself will have a regret. Most there are positions you will lead. After you leave the position, you'll be regretting. Oh, had I known, I could have done this, done that. I think Jonathan will be the one that will regret the most among all the presidents that have ruled Nigeria.
I don't understand what you mean by he will regret.
Yeah, for not doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
When he have the time. For living Nigeria the way it is. I believe he will be the one that will regret the most.
Because this damage is spread.
Because
immediately he left, we have suffered more damage.
We've suffered so much.
Immediately he left?
Yeah. He is somebody who have the goodwill of Nigerians.
Okay, let me tell you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I will tell you why I said so.
Okay.
He had the goodwill of Nigerians.
Okay.
Heavily.
Okay.
No president have had such a goodwill. None. One, they thought he was a Messiah. The Nigerians saw him as a Messiah.
Not all Nigerians.
Almost all. Almost all. Both from the north, both from the south, both from the west. First of all, his antecedent. Everybody thought that this guy is divine. He was divinely brought to Nigeria. When they start saying his story, he was an assistant teacher, assistant.
I understand.
Yeah, so Nigerians
not everybody. I worked.
It's not everybody, yes. But at least
during Jonathan, they tried to divide Nigeria to the extent that Buhari had the effrontery to say that what happened in 2011 repeat itself in 2015. Abu and what will be
listen. That is what I'm saying.
It was strengthening a sitting government. Please
allow me to finish. Jonathan did not ride on the goodwill of the Nigerians. This is where J.J. Rawlings became a celebrated president, one of the most celebrated presidents in Africa. How? Jonathan, J.J. Rawlings rode on the wings of the will of the people. All his activity that he was carrying the masses. You'll be thinking he's a civilian, president. He was working with the demand of the masses in his time. Okay, when Jonathan came to power and he have the goodwill of Nigerians, if Jonathan would have staged a protest and said, no, this constitution must change today. Let's say, for example, all our Senate, that the money they are taking is too much. Nigeria cannot afford it. From today, we want it to change. The whole Nigerians will support it.
I understand.
Everybody will be on the street to change. You understand?
No.
And that organization will be dismantled. If he said, okay, the way the military is, this is the effect, Nigerians should rise. Nigerians will support in his time. But he did not do that. He decided to work with the Kabas. The Kabas are the enemies of Nigeria. They also work against him.
They already struck Jonathan with Boko Haram. Now, so many Nigerians are bleeding. Jonathan is like woman. I was hearing that everywhere. He was like woman. Jonathan cannot stand, and the propaganda. I understand that Jonathan was working for Nigerians, But they deceived Nigerians.
Jonathan never worked for Nigeria. This is where I'm going.
Okay.
This man was not elected to be the president.
Okay.
And by divine arrangement,
He became.
or by divine coincidence, he became. And checking his antecedent, Nigeria believe that this guy is divine,
equal to the task.
If he had stand on that and work with the Nigerian population, there was nothing that Jonathan could not change in Nigeria at that time.
He could have done at least one thing.
But why did
One.
you did not rate him?
That's what he is explaining to you.
Explain to us why you say he did not rate
Why should I remember Jonathan? I can only remember him because he, quote and unquote, brought free and fair election that took him out of the office.
Okay.
That is the only thing I can rate him for. The same free and fair election is what we used to swear in our current president at 4 a.m. in the morning.
No, why did you say he did not rate him? Because he was not corrupt as a Tinubu.
It is not about corruption. All our politicians are corruption. From the days of Abacha till now, all our politicians are corrupt. So I'm not. It's not about corruption. I am saying that I don't rate him because I cannot tell you one thing that Jonathan did that is affecting me positively today.
What about the food? People could afford something to eat that time. Immediately he left.
People can still afford something to eat now. We are not dying of hunger.
So it's okay compared to this time and that time. It was okay. People can afford something to eat right now, but at what cost?
Yeah, it's expensive now, but they can afford
cost?
it. They can afford it. People are still eating.
It's just like if you have somebody is telling me that a Nigerian girl, if you go to the street now, you offer the lady 100,000, you'll be surprised at what that lady will do, or even a boy, because it's looking like the person chance is now even less or even very, very tiny. But during
these things were there during that time.
During that time, you could buy bread of 100 naira. You could buy bread of 100 naira. If it's 100 naira, you can afford. So many Nigerians have 100 naira now.
See,
for instance, that they could use to buy bread.
So you can see.
Not all of them have 2,000. Not all of them have 2,000 to buy the same bread.
So you can. Okay, let's say Jonathan made price of bread affordable for us. That was the only thing.
I'm talking about food.
Yeah, I know. Food in general. Food in general. Okay, so Jonathan made the price of food to be cheaper for the Nigerian people at that time. That was the only thing he did. Yeah, and we are still operating. We are still operating on the same constitution that is. Our constitution is a key point. You get with the use right exam in school. Key points. They just give you key point that has a key point of subjects that you did. Let's say social study, you have a key point for it. So our constitution is just a key point. So you just key point. You just open it, you just read. Do not steal. If you steal, you'll be arrested.
Tell me that's the constitution.
See that constitution, you cannot use it to govern a nation.
Tell me one.
You cannot use that constitution to first of all the immunity of the governor. So a governor can come in. Yahaya Bello is a big boy now.
Tell me why.
I'm telling you the immunity of governors.
Yes.
A governor, somebody from nowhere can just come out and become a governor.
That was just the problem.
That you say one. You are looking for one. Do you want me to tell you all the constitution?
So the immunity of Nigeria was the immunity.
That is one. Now you're asking for one. The immunity of the governors. They can come in, commit all kind of atrocities, and live as normal people. I keep telling people that somebody like Wike will contest as a president in Nigeria. Yahaya Bello will contest as a president in Nigeria, and people will vote him.
Yes.
And if we are not careful, the same thing Jonathan brought, free and fair election, quote and unquote, is still what we will use to swear Wike in as a president, or Yahaya Bello as a president. So
but it's not because of that constitution.
See, what is it then?
It's just because they made it possible for the common person to celebrate criminals. Just like the way they are celebrating Tinubu right now. You understand? They are easy to forget. They forget very easily. Or they are going to say, if it happens that Yahaya Bello is the only person from that area that has the highest noise or the highest clouds, they will go behind him. You understand? They will go behind him. They will say, okay, because he's from our side, let's vote him.
See,
you understand? It's not because of the constitution. Constitution is problem, but it's not major. It's not because of constitution that a governor will receive allocation and the person will not work. It's not because of constitution that will make a president go and buy private jet, buy yacht. It's not because of constitution. It's not because of constitution that will make a president renovating every houses and naming it after people.
Okay.
It's not because of constitution.
Victor, we are deviating.
It's not because of constitution. No, we are debating.
Yeah, we are debating.
The constitution.
We are debating.
We are deviating from the main topic.
See.
There is a problem at hand now, and it is
See.
trending. Everyone is talking about it on social media. Let's focus on
See.
it.
Sorry.
See, there is no doubt